Saints and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd and 12, Trubisky. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Play action. It's Trubisky.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
And the Saints are going to get the foot.
Force the INT on the game's opening drive. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Play action. Now Wilson. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this is
under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Pickett going to bootleg it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick.
And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They go play action with Wilson. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing, but in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Ready.
Here we go with Kamara. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Now Wilson. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The end result, 21 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
Now Wilson. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Chris Olave.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Saints use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Pickett now on 1st down. Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. The tackle made there by Kyler Fackrell. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
The Steelers at 2-6 now on the year. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Now Pickett on fourth down. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Saints will have the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about it...
And the Steeler pressured too much here. He's going down. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Wilson. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now it's Wilson. Back to Kamara for another catch. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Second and goal from inside the 5. To throw is Wilson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing is Wilson. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes Saints kicker Will Lutz. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt. And that is going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right. And this will remain a one-touchdown game. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
Fighting through it, he's got space. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Pickett to throw on 1st down.
This is intercepted. Marcus May with a pick.
To the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
After the sack on 1st down, Wilson.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. They complete it to Hill.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
4th down. Here's Wilson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. Now it's Wilson. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Here we go.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Here's Wilson. They'll get this out to Kamara. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
They've got it into the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? Kamara will score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's Chris Harris with a pick. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Now Wilson on first down. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas from 19 yards away. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. On the give, this is Harris. Knocks over another. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
92 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Play action. It's Trubisky.
He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
They hand this off to Harris.
Down to about the 32.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
They go play action with Trubisky.
Open man downfield is Johnson.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They'll run with Harris. And the tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. And the ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal. Play action. Now Trubisky. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down.
That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown Steelers.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Steelers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Boswell good with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Wilson.
The pass caught by Olave. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Come on, set.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Throwing again here, Wilson. On the check down, he finds Kamara. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Steps away. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Alex Highsmith there on the tackle. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Ready, ready, ready.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Now, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Now a whistle and a timeout defensively. Trying to stop it, and they do with 2 seconds to go prior to the 2-minute warning. Will Lutz now to try the New Orleans field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late.
And this is going to miss left. I don't think it even got there either. It's no good either way. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive may be a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A throw over the middle taken in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down.
He's got this to Pickens.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. On 1st down, Trubisky. Completing it to the right side, Johnson.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action. Trubisky. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 66. Going hard. Ready?
One final kneel down here, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Saints, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.